Hi, this is Don with Sienna Coffee Roasters. Today I want to talk with you specifically about the roasting process. This is generally composed of three different phases: the drying phase, the development phase, and the final roasting phase as well. Like any other green plant, the flavors will progress as the process progresses. The drying phase, which is about 40% of the process, is where the moisture of the initial green plant or the coffee bean begins to evaporate out from the seed. You will see the colors change from green to a yellowish green, and if you could smell it at that point, you would smell the flavors of grassiness giving way to the smell of, saying, boiled pasta. The second phase, the development phase, is also about 40% and is where the beans will begin to brown. Have you ever browned or caramelized onions? The reason we do this is because it imparts sweetness to the flavors as the carbohydrates begin to break down into the simple sugars. But there's a sweet spot to it. Not too fast, not too slow, long or short. And this phase very much sets up the rest of the roast. The final phase, the roasting phase, is very much of a pick-em with the flavors that you prefer. This is where we fine-tune the flavors. And there is so much information on this to know. I'll do another video on just the roasting levels. Generally speaking, however, as roasts progress from light to dark, you will give way from the original origin flavors of the beans up through a roasted flavor of the bean, which generally will have a more of a chocolatey flavor. But as you progress, you will also lose the origin flavors. In some cases, say for instance the case of an Ethiopian bean, these beans are known to have a very fruity flavor. Dried fruit, mulled apple cider, cinnamon. As you would progress from light to dark, you would lose those origin flavors in favor of the darker, smokier, more chocolatey flavors. So in the case of an Ethiopian bean, you may well want to choose to at least experience a lighter roast so that you could have the opportunity to taste those flavors. But different people have different choices, and a lot of this is defined by the beans itself, as in the case of the Ethiopian beans, and different cultures. The Scandinavians are famous at this point for doing a very light, bright, high acidity and origin flavors, and this is how they prefer their coffee. So we thanks again for joining me on this video, and I look forward to gushing out the rest of the information a little more drawn out when I talk about roast levels itself. Thanks very much. Today I want to talk with you specifically about the roasting process. There are free